Silvia Cosso, I'm Senior Analyst for the Western European storage market on the hardware part. And I'm here to show you the latest evolution in the storage external market and in the cloud infrastructure market. So, starting with the first slide, here I plotted the Western European hardware market for storage 2015 as a whole. So, as you can see here, this is 2015, the overall revenue wasn't great. This revenue is in US dollar and is minus 9% year over year in US dollar for 2015 as a whole. Here is the dollar per gigabyte drop, minus 10% year over year, which is a good news actually because it's a very good boost for capacity. However, checking this trend, which obviously is not great, if we do analyze the trend in euro terms, this will be exactly the opposite, so plus 9% year over year, which is a fairly good indication of how much this negative trend is due to macroeconomic factors or also maybe something else, like we can say in the following slides. So the legitimate question is, what is due this drop? Is it due to macro conditions or not only to macro conditions? So to answer to this question, I split the market into its main components. And we can drive the conclusion here that third platform infrastructure is actually performing much better than the traditional infrastructure one. Going through segment by segment, we are here the storage for traditional IT, which is going bad, so minus 8% year over year for the ones on the back who cannot read. We have HDD-only systems performing at minus 26% year over year, so pretty much bad, and this is the traditional infrastructure, basically. Overall, we have the storage for cloud infrastructure, which is growing a fairly good amount year over year. Storage for converged and hyper-converged infrastructure is positive too, and a hugely wide percentage growth for the all-flash array market, which maybe it can be not such a news for some of you. So going to the next slide, I know this is a bit complicated, but we'll go through that one by one. So here I plotted all the segments that we saw before. So we have the external storage segment, the all-flash array segment, we have the converged and hyper-converged systems, the storage component only, and here we have private cloud and public cloud. Again, the storage component only. Also note that here the storage is internal plus external storage, while here is just obviously external storage. This is because in our tracker we don't split them up in external and internal. And these are the main players listed here. So if we go player by player, we have EMC, obviously, as we might expect, first in external storage, very good in all-flash array segment with Stream.io, very good also in the convert space thanks to its partnership with VCE. Going to the next one, we have NetApp here that managed to keep its second position in external storage, a little bit low in the all-flash array segment for the moment. Please note that we consider only the F system for the all-flash array segment. But we are confident that both in all-flash array and in the public cloud and private cloud infrastructure, it will perform, it will have a boost thanks to its acquisition of SolidFire. Going to HP, it's very good to notice a very good performance in the all-flash array systems, actually the highest year-over-year rate, 380% year-over-year in the all-flash space, 2015 compared to 2014. Here we have IBM, which also had a very good all-flash array ranking with flash system with a growing at triple-digit growth. And Dell, which is very good to notice that if we combine the shares of Dell in EMC for 2015, they would have achieved a 30%, about a third of the market, of the external storage market shares. So taking a look at the forecast now, from the flash perspective, as you can see here, the combined flash external storage is going to be basically covered almost the whole data center. We have HDD reduced like pretty much 13% of the total, with all-flash array at 35%, with a CAGR of 25%, which is pretty much a good growth rate if you compare with the 11% that they recorded in 2015, and especially knowing that it started at 1% for Western Europe in 2013. Also, we know that flash storage is also achieving quite a lot in the integrated system space, as sales of flash system in integrated systems are really growing up, triple-digit growth again. Checking the time for the shift to the cloud again, cloud is going to represent basically half of the storage, server, and Ethernet switch market, basically the whole infrastructure market by 2020, from like a good 20-25% of the market right now in 2015. So in conclusion, I just wanted to map up which are the main applications type and workload type. If we map how the transition is going to be now, their deployment in traditional IT infrastructure and the private cloud and public cloud, we know here that those two, public cloud and public cloud combined, are going to be a good chunk, but not as wide as the traditional chunk. We do expect by 2020 that the majority of the workload will be deployed in public cloud and private cloud infrastructure, or well, we might really say into hybrid cloud infrastructure, because this is really what the future is going to be for cloud, while the traditional IT is going to be particularly low, also in the workload point of view. So to close, for the success factor, obviously, as we saw, just to invest in a cloud agile infrastructure, so in the real segments that are pushing up the market compared to the ones that are dragging it down, to map your workloads to see where they are going now, into which type of cloud and how they are evolving, how's the path towards data center into the cloud. And obviously, finally, back into hybrid cloud, which is going to be the first deployment way for the future data center. And with this one, I will pass it to